The Football Association are on the verge of selling Wembley Stadium in an astonishing £800 million deal. Shahid Khan, the billionaire owner of Fulham Football Club and the NFL's Jacksonville Jaguars, has tabled a formal offer that was being discussed for the first time by the FA board this morning. Khan, who is worth an estimated £5.2 billion, is prepared to pay more than £500 million in cash and allow the FA to keep the club Wembley debenture and hospitality business that is valued at a further £300 million. If Khan were successful, it would open the door to the first NFL franchise outside the United States. The billionaire is keen to bring a permanent team to British shores, in what would be an unprecedented move. While a deal has not yet been agreed, and FA spokesperson confirmed to Sportsmail on Thursday morning that a potential sale is in the pipeline, we can confirm that the FA has received an offer to buy Wembley Stadium. Sources have also told Sportsmail that the FA hierarchy believe it is an offer that is simply too good to turn down given the cash the governing body will be able to pump back into the game, with the full £500 million invested at grassroots level, particularly pitches. In January the FA said they would finally finish paying for Wembley by the end of 2024, 17 years after the new 90,000-seater stadium was opened at a cost of £757 million. A debt of £142 million reportedly remained. But Khan's offer would clear the debt and release the FA from the significant financial burden of running and eventually modernizing the stadium. Although how much of the Pakistan-born Americans' money has to be paid to the other stakeholders remains to be seen. While Sport England paid £120 million towards the cost of rebuilding Wembley, the Department for Digital, Culture, Media and Sport put up £20 million with a further £21 million coming from the London Development Agency. The FA will demand certain conditions as part of any deal. Wembley will remain the home of English football as well as the governing body, although Khan would be able to sell sponsorship rights to the stadium. The current deal agreed by the FA with expires in 2020. And matches like the FA Cup Final, the English Football League Play-off Finals and Rugby League's Challenge Cup Final would remain at Wembley. But England's autumn internationals will have to move away from Wembley if Khan is successful in moving his £1 billion NFL franchise to London. That said, the FA believe England fans would welcome more internationals being played in other parts of the country, with one of England's games ahead of this summer's World Cup being held at Elland Road. Khan already has an agreement in place to stage one Jacksonville Jaguars game at Wembley every season, but he is clearly pursuing the deal to buy Wembley with NFL expansion here in the UK very much in mind. The NFL today welcomed the move, with Vice President Mark Waller saying, "We are very happy for Shahid Khan and the Jacksonville Jaguars." The potential purchase of Wembley Stadium is a further powerful sign of their commitment to the UK and their vision to help us grow the sport. Having stadium options in London has always been critical to the NFL and, in tandem with our 10-year partnership with Tottenham Hotspur, this new relationship would allow for even greater flexibility in scheduling future NFL games in London. Quite how that impacts on Chelsea, who have considered playing at Wembley for 4 years while Stamford Bridge is being redeveloped, and Tottenham, who have NFL games as a key part of their business plan for their new stadium, is also unclear at this stage.